What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be going over the brand new house rules score skirmish added to College Football 25 Ultimate Team today. What is it? How the rewards are they worth playing? Is it not worth playing? And what's the game look like? So here's what score skirmish is. It says outscore your opponent by the end of the fourth quarter with bonus point modifiers. Okay, what does that mean? You can see the event ends March 18th. Passing touchdowns, 25 to 39 yards, you get 8 points. 40 plus yards, you get 10 points. Rushing touchdowns, 20 to 25 yards, you get 10 points. 25 plus yards, you get 14 points. So really, you want big plays in the score skirmish. Really simple to understand. The bigger the plays, better off you're going to be. Here are your rewards. At 2 wins, you get 5,000 coins. At 5 wins, you get a free 93 overall, 93 plus, I should say. At 8 wins, you get 6,000 coins. At 11 wins, you get another 93 plus overall B&D player. At 14 wins, you get 7,000 coins. So at 14 wins, you'll coin-wise already have 18,000 coins added to your collection and 93 pluses to add to your collection. At 17 wins, get another 93 overall B&D player. 20 wins, 8,000 coins. At 24 wins, you'll get another 93 overall B&D player. At 28 wins, you add an extra 9,000 coins. Like I said, you're earning a bunch of coins as well as Game Changers packs. At level 30 or at 32 wins, you get a 93 plus overall player. Again, not a B&D player, just a normal player you'll be able to sell, add it to your squad. 36 wins, you'll get 10,000 coins. 40 wins, another 93 player that you have the ability to sell. Level 13, 45 wins, you'll get 12,000 coins. You get to 50 wins, you'll get an extra 95 overall B&D Game Changer player. So here's the simple equation today. If you grind this thing out, it's a Game Changers player. So if you look at like the different Game Changers we have right now, and you get a 95 plus, you're looking at Waddle, Micah Parsons, or LT. Like one of those 3 cards, if you grind this today, is going to be what pops out of there. Again, you have some other cards along the way. Now, 50 wins is a lot of wins. Again, along the way, you'll get a lot of coins. You'll get a lot of other things to add to your collection. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to dive into a game and then talk about the scoring, talk about how long these games are going to take, and then give you guys an overall breakdown. Is this worth playing or not? Because the rewards are good, guys. Throughout it all, you'll get 6 93 plus packs. 2 of them are auctionable. 4 of them are unsellable B&Ds, and you'll get a free 95 B&D card to add to your collection. Now, 50 wins. That's a lot of wins, guys. Like, I know a lot of people might be like, well, Ty, that's not that bad. 50 wins is a lot of wins. I'm not discounting that. However, if you find a way in which, sometimes you can get quits from your opponents, if you can find a way in which you can speed the process of the game up, things will go faster. Now, I do want to say this. They're 5-minute quarters. It's a long, these are long games. It's not just going to be a simple, easy, game. These are going to be long games that you are ultimately going to have to get through. And as you are playing the game, remember, the main goal here is to not give up big plays. So, I mean, if you normally like to, play super aggressive defense, maybe this is a time where you don't want to play super aggressive defense. Maybe you just want to sit back and cover 4 and man defense, whatever you guys want to do, and just not give up those big plays. Because that's the one thing I'm seeing right now while I'm, looking at this is if you can, not give up big plays, you'll probably be in a pretty solid position. You're seeing me obviously have success getting after the quarterback early and often in this game. But like I said, if you can force quits, you can get through games super quickly. And honestly, I feel like people are going to, be inclined to quit the games because you don't get anything for losing games. Like if you lose games, you really don't get anything. And so that is going to be another thing to just kind of keep an eye on here is how many people obviously quit games. And then if they don't quit, what do they really get for staying in the game? That's what I'm wondering for my opponent here. So I got a 3 and out. Figured my opponent might quit. He obviously didn't. But again, you want big plays. So for me, my point of view is if I have a big play right here for a touchdown, I'm gonna be up 15 to 0. You can absolutely rout your opponents early and often in this. And again, I'm going to take shots down the field, try to get those big plays. I still think if you score a touchdown, you're going to get the same amount of points, all of those types of things. But long plays for touchdowns is really what you are going for. That should be your kind of ultimate goal here is to get those long touchdown plays. Obviously not forcing things, not doing anything crazy, but the longer, the longer plays you have, the better off you ultimately are going to be. So didn't want to kind of really hit on that because, like I said, you want big plays. You want to, kind of speed the game up too. So, any chance you guys have to maybe, run the football as well might be worth your time. But the problem is you can have long plays, but if you don't score on those long plays, then it really doesn't matter. And so that's another thing I want you guys to think about is if you are going to have a long pass play like I just kind of did, you've got to find a way to score on them. Because if you don't, it's not nearly as impactful as if you were to score on those types of plays. So again, just kind of something else I did want to hit on for you guys is, yes, obviously you want those long plays, but you got to be able to find a way in the end zone. And like I said, there might be a time here where you just turn this, especially if you get up, just turn it to chew clock. Like if you get up 20 to 30 points, turn it to chew clock. You might be able to get through games way quicker. But I honestly like the Game Changer set. I like most of the cards in it, and I do believe it is probably worth, I don't want to say like worth everybody's time, but I think it's probably worth your time because I like Micah Parsons. Obviously, I like LT. I like a lot of the players in this drop, and I think for the majority of people, it probably ultimately is worth your time. So again, it really depends on what your squad is like and if you are good at the game. Because obviously, if you're good at the game, you're going to be able to get through games way faster. Like that's just the realistic truth here. Whereas if you struggle, at games, you don't have a good team, games might take you a little while to get through. But if you do get leads, I do think this is a game mode in which you will see a lot of people quit the game. That's just kind of my opinion on things. I don't necessarily know for sure, but I'm thinking, if somebody gets down in the game, there's not really a lot of reasons for them to stay in the game as we do continue to play. It looks like you can't kick PATs either, so it looks like people are going to have to go for 2, which, again, it's just part of the game. I don't really love it or hate it, but it is just something to ultimately make note of. So, do I like this house rules? Honestly, I don't mind it. I think it's a fun thing for us to be grinding, for us to play. Is it, anything crazy? I don't know. It's fine, but yeah, I don't know if it's anything crazy. Do think if you do get a couple of stops, your opponent could maybe want to quit the game. Stuff like that. You get the ball in the 25-yard line. There is no kickoffs, no anything like that. But if you do get a couple of stops in a row, your opponent may quit the game, might be able to get through games relatively quickly. But 50 games is a lot of games, so don't think you're just going to fly through it. Again, along the way, you'll get coins, get cards to add to your squad. I do think it could be worth, again, your time to go through and play this. However, yeah, it's if you don't give up long touchdowns, you should be in a solid position. So play pretty conservative defensively. Obviously, I think house rules is a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun personally playing it myself. So that's just kind of my opinion on it as I am briefly playing through some things right now. That's going to really wrap it up for our video today. I'm going to finish playing this game, winning this game, see ultimately where I'm at. But I do like the new house rules. It took, honestly, EA a while at the start of this game to consistently give us house rules. So I'm glad we finally got it consistently added into the game. Like I said, just don't give up long plays. Don't give up long plays and you'll be perfectly fine. Just try to get stops in the red zone and you will have pretty good success. I feel like getting through games super quickly. So that's all I've really got for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts on the new house rules added into the game. Right there, again, he scored a touchdown, but it wasn't a super long play, so we're fine. We're still in fine position. So I'm going to finish this game up. Games are long. 5-minute games are, in my opinion, pretty crazy. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I think, house rules is fun, so I'm not going to complain a whole ton about it. That's going to wrap it up for our video. Let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Are you guys going to grind out house rules or not? Do you guys like the format? To me, it's fun. It's something new, something fun to grind. So drop a like on it, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.